Some of you had a little trouble with your slabs sticking on the slab wall pocket assignment. So I want to remind you that when you're rolling out a slab, you want to be on a piece of paper. Do not roll it directly on the table or the countertop or it will stick. And again, you can either throw your slabs like I showed you, or you can roll them out with a rolling pin or a combination. I actually like to do a combination of both. Once you've rolled out your slab and you're ready to cut out your mug, check out how thick your slab is. You don't want it to be too thick. Like a half an inch is a little bit too thick, but you also don't want it to be too thin because we want to be able to push it out and change the shape of it a little bit, so it's not just straight up and down. You're going to need, so your slab, you're going to need your template. Make sure that it's going to fit on the slab. If it's not, roll your slab a little bit thinner. And then I need the circle template, which I haven't cut out yet because I'm not sure how big a circle that I need. Okay, so you're going to put your template down. Be as economical as you can with your slab. And you can either use your pen tool or you can use a fettling knife, whichever you want. But I want you to cut around your template, holding your knife straight up and down at a 90-degree angle to the table. And I'm just going to wad up this extra clay and then save this piece. Don't wad this piece up because I'm going to be using it for the bottom. Beveling the ends of your slab before joining them into a cylinder makes for a stronger joint. So instead of being a butt joint like that, they're going to be angled and they'll slide together nice and neat and become almost invisible. Now how you're going to do that is you're going to hold your fettling knife at about a 45-degree angle. And I'm just going to very carefully cut along that edge, cutting off as little as I can. Do is you're going to flip it the long way, like this, and do the other end. So you have two 45-degree angles. Now, so when they come together, they'll nestle right in between each other like that. So before we put this together, you're going to, of course, score your clay. Add a little bit of slip. Slide them together. And add a little bit of pressure. You can see my inside finger is going like this and my outside thumb is going like this. Just like so. And I'm just going to spend some time smoothing the inside, flip it around, smooth the other direction. If you're having trouble getting that inner seam nice and smooth, use the back end of your fettling knife to get in there. Just remember that you want to keep it pressure on your other hand when you're doing this. And really take the time to smooth the inside and the outside of your mug. My slab is a pretty good thickness. It's at least 3/8 of an inch thick. You're going to take your mug and put it upside down on your work surface. You can switch over to a bat if you're more comfortable. And now I have to figure out how big a circle that I want to cut for the bottom of my piece. So I'm going to take a ruler and I'm going to measure. And it's just under 3 inches. So I want to go with a circle that's slightly bigger. Figure out which circle you're going to be cutting out. Okay, but I'm going to cut on that 3-inch circle. I find it easier to cut circles with a pen tool than a fettling knife. Wad that clay up again. And then I'm ready to attach this onto here. And you'll notice that it is slightly bigger than the mug. So then what I'm going to do, Score here, score here. I don't want to do too much scoring on the bottom piece because I don't want to have to smooth that out on the inside. So I'm focusing my score marks just around the outer edge. I'm going to take some slip, put it around, put it down, and then add pressure. I want you to keep your project at the plastic stage between this step and the next step, so wrap it up good and tight in 2 plastic bags. For slide number 12, I want you to post a picture of the top of your cylinder and the side of your cylinder.